Okay. So yesterday, what we have learned? We have learned some Linux commands. Okay, Prasanna, don't worry, you'll get a video, so you can watch that. You'll get idea about this.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, Linux commands. Next, what we have learned? We have learned something about SAP versions, right? Some basics, high level versions. Okay, some versions like R1, R2, R3, and S4 HANA, right? So coming to SAP, SAP has architecture. Okay, it's a three-tier architecture. Okay, three-tier. So what is a three-tier? Presentation, second is application, third is database. Okay, so let's see here in the paint. So presentation, application, and database. Okay, so I'm not writing full name. Presentation, application, and DB, database. Okay, so SAP has this three-tier architecture. So presentation is nothing but your laptop. Okay, it's your laptop. So how you connect SAP from your laptop? In your laptop, you have to install a small software called SAP GUI. Okay, a small software you have to install in your laptop called SAP GUI. Okay, I'll show you like how to install this. Okay, you people have to install this GUI in your laptops later. So in that SAP GUI, you will add these SAP details. So this is how you connect from your laptop to SAP GUI. Sorry, in the laptop you have SAP GUI. From the SAP GUI you connect to this SAP, and whatever you do, it gets saved into database. Okay, whatever you do in SAP level, it gets saved into database. So now you have to learn when a transaction is coming to SAP application, how it process inside. Okay, how it process inside, that you have drawn. That is nothing but architecture. So now we will see that only. Okay, so now I am drawing only that. Okay, I'm only drawing this one, middle one. So inside you have a components in that SAP application. You have a components. So one second, be online. Hello.
Hello, Rajesh. Class started,
Yeah, started.
but I'm not able to enter.
You requested.
Yeah, I already requested, but I like right now I took a restart of my laptop. It will
Hmm.
take 2 minutes.
Yeah. Just request. I'll get a request now. I'll accept.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Bye.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yes. So I'm only drawing application. So in that application layer, you have a components inside. So this components is dispatcher. This is queue. Okay, queue. This small are there, right? These are work process. These are work process. So now what are all this? We'll see. See dispatcher. So this is your presentation. Now see, try to correlate with the old diagram. Okay, this is presentation and this is database. Okay, the same diagram only I'm drawing, but now it with the inside components. So now when you request from your GUI laptop, first request will come here, right? This layer. So in this layer, your request will come to dispatcher. So dispatcher will have the information of the work process. See, in SAP, if any work has to be done, it has to done with the help of work process only. It has to done with the help of work process only. So, so if work process is free, okay, if work process is free, so that information will be there with the dispatcher. So you are requesting something, the request will come to dispatcher. So whichever the work process is free, that work will be assigned to that work process. So that work process will go to the database and you will try to fetch the information whatever you are requesting, and again it will show in your laptop, in your GUI. Okay, so this is the basic operation. So if all the work process are busy, this work process is doing some work, this is doing some work, and this is also doing some work. Okay, this all three work process are doing some work. Then you are requesting something, then that request will stay in queue. Okay, so here the concept is FIFO, first in, first out. Same like you're standing outside the theater in a ticket counter. So if you are if you are at the first place, you'll get the first ticket, right? Same like that. So if all the work process are busy, you'll be in queue. Okay, if one more person is requesting some work, here already all are busy and you're already in queue, then that user will stay next to you. So when the work process is free, again dispatcher will take your work and it will assign that work to this work process. You can able to understand what I'm saying? Respond. See, you have to respond. Unmute yourself and respond,
Yes.
right? So this dispatcher will have the information of the work process, whether work process is free or not. So then this dispatcher will assign the work to work process. Very simple. If all work process are busy, this will be in a queue. Okay. So now you have one more architecture. See now, this is entire application, right? This is work process. Again, inside the work process also you have, okay, this circle is work process. I'm writing here. Okay, work process. Only this single diagram. Okay, this one only I'm drawing here. So again, inside this, second be online. హలో అమ్మా
ఇప్పుడే ఎక్కావమ్మా.
సరే 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 అమ్మా నేను మళ్ళీ చేస్తానే చిన్న కాల్లో ఉన్నా
సరే అలాగే.
సరే sorry. So this work process inside again you have components. Task handler, a web process, Here screen processor, here DB interface. This is internal buffer, internal memory. Sorry. Okay. So inside the work process, again these components will be there. So here top dispatcher. So dispatcher will assign the work to work process, no? So how dispatcher will know work process is busy or not? So this task handler will give the information to dispatcher. So I am busy with some work. So that information will be given to dispatcher. So dispatcher will have that information. So the component of the task handler is that giving the information to the dispatcher. So now if the work process is free, so this work will be assigned, right? So the request will go to the ABAP processor. If the request, if your request is there in that work process memory, it will take from this and it will give that information to your presentation layer. I am drawing your presentation layer here. Presentation layer is nothing but your laptop. Laptop is nothing but GUI. In that GUI you will have, right? Okay, so screen processor, from the screen processor to this. Okay, so if the request, whatever the information you request, it is not there in this internal memory. So then the request will go to DB interface. So this DB interface will talk to the database, and it will fetch the information. It goes to screen processor and screen processor will give the information. Okay, so this is a basic architecture. See, it's not like if you're a fresher, then yeah, it's you have to remember these things. When you are experienced, it's not much required, but this is like basic thing. Presentation, application layer and database layer. In the application layer, again you have components, dispatcher and queue and work process. Again, inside the work process, you have these components. Okay, so let me write. Dispatcher. Dispatcher will assign the work to work process. Okay, it has a information of the work process whether it is free or not. Okay, queue. What is queue? It will stay in queue. In queue if all work process are busy. Right? Mainly you have to remember these things. Clear on this basic architecture. Anybody
Yes.
has any doubt?
No, no.
It's clear, right? Okay. So now next we will see in SAP you have different types of work process. Dialog, background. See here in the diagram we discussed about work process, but in SAP again different types of work process will be there. That is what I am writing here. Spool, update, and critical update. Update and critical update. And you have services. You have services. See, you'll slowly understand. Okay, don't worry. Different types of work process and different services. Message server, NQ gateway. Okay, in SAP system, you have work process and different types of services, and each and every has a different use. Okay, so what is dialogue work process? If any work is going to complete in less time, dialogue work process will take care. Okay, this is quite opposite. Any work is going to take long time, background work process will take care. In SAP system, you give many prints. Yes, it's obviously business, right? SAP means it's a business software. So you are buying or you are selling anything, you have to take invoice, right? So you have to give some print. So whenever you give a print from SAP system, at the time spool work process will be used doing the print. Update and critical update. See, you are suppose you are there is a user in the SAP system, you are updating a password, you are updating a role. It's a small update. So at the time, this update work process will be used to update the user. Okay, just for example, telling this. See, SAP system will decide. It depends on the update what type of work process it has to decide. See, if this user is doing some critical business transaction and it has to update in many different tables. So then a critical update work process will be used. Transactions for to update in different tables. Okay, just remember, no need to worry. Just on a high level information you required. What is dialogue? What is background? What is spool? What is update and critical update? Okay, so mainly these three will be working. Okay, mainly you work on these three in your real time mostly. These are like all are automatic. You don't need to worry. And here services. Okay, so before going to services, we will discuss one thing, SAP system. Okay, so I said right, if you want to access SAP system, you should have GUI in your laptop. Okay, it will be like this. Okay, I'll show you how to install it. I'll share the document with you. So by using the document, easily you can install it. So when you are accessing this SAP system, sorry, every SAP system has a identification. We call it as SID. SID is system ID. See, if you take any SAP system, it is called with SID. 3 letter, 3 digit, 3 character, I can say. Okay, 3 characters. So whenever you install SAP system, you have to use 3 character. The first character should be alphabet. Okay, it can be A to Z, anything, but it should be alphabet. Then after you can give any number. Like this also it will work. Like this also it will work. But first character should be alphabet. Okay, remember this. And whenever you are installing a SAP system, you have to give this SID, right? And with that you have to give instance number. Okay, so it ranges from 00 to 99. See, let's take some system. So this is one of the SAP system. If you double click here in the bottom, you can see the SID. Here the system SID is TST. Okay, system SID is TST. And let's open this entry. I'm selecting and clicking on edit. See description I give an SAP underscore test. IP address, like where my SAP system is installed, that IP address. Instance number. See, when I'm doing this installation, I given 01 as instance number. TST as a SID. Okay. So like this, every system will have some unique SID. When you're working on a project, every SAP system has its own unique SID. So easily they can remember. Okay. Remember this. Now, uh, yes, next ports. See, whenever anything is installed on the server, right? Anything is installed on the server, you are accessing it, right? Okay, so some port will be there in the background, okay, which will help you to connect to that system, SAP system. So ports plays a very key role here. With the help of ports only, you can able to connect. Not only SAP application, any application you take, any software you take, when you are installing that software on any server, it will have some ports. Okay, so with that ports only you will connect. So here in the SAP also you have the ports: dispatcher, message server, and gateway. So dispatcher port is 32, it's standard. Okay, 32 IN. IN is instance number. Message server 36 IN. Gateway 33 IN. Okay, you have to remember these ports. So suppose when you install a SAP system, you give an SID as DD4 and you give an instance number as 24, for example. So then your dispatcher port will be 3 to 24. Okay, and your message server port will be 3 to 24. Okay, currently just remember it as 3 to 24, and a gateway 3324.
Message server will be 3.6, right?
Ah, sorry, 36.
Mm.
36, I written wrong. Yeah, 3624, 3324. Clear until here? Any doubts?
No clear.
Yeah. So I am expecting answer from other people also. What about others? Srikanth, you are new, right? You can able to understand what I'm saying,
Yes, sir.
right? Okay,
Yeah.
good. Who else? Dilip, Prasanna.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. Sandeep, you are getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. Just pause me, okay? If you are having confusion anywhere, just pause me. We try to repeat it. Okay, ports. Okay, just remember these ports. Now we will see this services. See, message server. Message server, it will communicate with the instances. Communicate with the instances. See, before going to this, I want to show a small slide. Features of SAP. What is that? Okay, it's a very small slide. Won't take much time. features of SAP. See, I said already SAP is like world's number one ERP. It has tightly integrated with all the modules, all the core business modules, right? So, okay, that is okay. But what type of features are there to SAP software? See, scalability, integration, availability, client technology, types of data. See, scalability is suppose you are using SAP software for your business. Okay, you have 100 users in your company, and everyone are using SAP software and they are doing the transactions every day. Okay, it's fine. After few days, what happened? After few years, what happened? Your business has grown a lot, and your user count also grown. Okay, to 1,000. So then SAP system has to handle the 1,000 users load, right? So yes, so SAP has that feature. So whenever you want, you can scale up. See, I'm drawing this diagram. Uh, this is database, and this is SAP application. Okay, whatever you do, it gets saved here. So 100 users it can able to handle. Okay, in future 1,000 users came. So you can install one more SAP application and you can connect to it. Okay, see, it is one system only. SID will be one. Okay, A34. Okay, given SIDS A34. So this is one SAP system only, but it has two app servers, two SAP applications. Okay, so in our terminology, we call it as instances. Okay, SAP instances we call it as. So here you given 00, you give something unique number. You won't give 00 again. You give 01. Again, in future, again your load is increased. Again, you want to install one more. Yes, you can install, and you can give some more number. Okay, but it should range from 00 to 99 only. Okay, now here let's come to this one again. What message server will do? So message server will communicate between the instances. Okay, there will be one service message that is what this one we are talking, right? Message server. So this service will communicate between the three instances. So whichever has less load, so whenever you get a request to SAP system, that message server will distribute the load. If it has suppose 10 users are logged in, here only 2 users are there. So if any new requests come, then it will try to route to the next application server. So here more resources are there. So like that, if this is also loaded, this is also loaded, it will route the request to the third instance. So every instance will have dispatcher, queue, and that work process. I said no, work process. So this instance also will have dispatcher, queue, and work process. This also will have dispatcher, queue, and work processes. So again here work process is the main thing here in SAP. When any work has to be done, work process is required. So we cannot increase more number of work process only in one instance. See, by default when you install SAP system, you get 10 dialogues, 10 dialogue work process by default. Okay, you cannot increase it to 1,000 or 2,000 in this single instance only. It has some limitation. It is dependent on the server configuration. Okay, so that's why they will create one more instance. Again, if the load is increasing, again they create one more instance and they'll use it. Okay, yeah, see, it may be a little confusing for you as this is a starting classes. Going forward, right, it will be very clear. So this message service will communicate between the instances for load balancing. So enqueue. So enqueue lock and unlock tables. Lock and unlock tables. See, I have logged into SAP system. I am doing some change. Okay, so I am doing some change. I logged into this SAP system. Okay, I'm doing some change. So whenever I do change, see, obviously it gets updated in tables. In database, you have tables. Okay, see, data will be stored in tables only. If you take any database, it stores in tables only. So when I'm doing, it gets updated in some table, right? So at the same time, if you are also trying to update the same table, it will not allow. Okay, so once I entered into the table, this enqueue work process, right? This enqueue service will log the table. And if you try, it says Rajesh has already locked the table. It will give that message. It will not allow you. Okay, once I come out from the table, again it unlocks. So that work will be taken care by enqueue work process. Okay, enqueue services, sorry. Gateway. See the name itself, gate. So if anything externally, if anyone has to connect a SAP system, some third party software is there. If they want to connect to our SAP system, at the time this gateway will help. This gateway service will help. This gateway service. So this gateway service has port. So they will ask, okay, we want to connect to your system. What is your gateway port? So you have to give the port. So by using this port only, they can able to connect third party or any other softwares to SAP. So this gateway will help to connect outside applications to SAP. Okay, so in this, right, mainly you have to remember the ports 32 instance number, 36 and 33. Okay, and the importance of this NQ to gateways to hello outside applications I can write. Okay, you're clear on this?
Rajesh, could you explain message server once again?
Message server will communicate between the instance. This is one SAP instance, this is one SAP instance, this is one SAP instance. So now user is requesting something. He needs some
From
information.
from presentation, right?
Yeah, from presentation only. From
Okay.
presentation. So then that message server will check. Okay, this is suppose message server. So that message server will check which in which instance the load is less. So your request will be routed to that instance. So it will always communicate between the instances. So it will have information which instance has a less load. So
And
it's like
where is the
load
dispatcher
balancing.
in? Okay, where is the dispatcher in this case?
Here in the instance, you have a dispatcher.
Okay,
See, you'll get one more topic going forward, profiles.
okay,
So in that, you'll clearly understand, okay, where this message server will be there.
okay.
Okay, for now I have written it separately, but it
Sure.
is also a part of SAP application only.
Got it.
Okay. Any doubts in this? Okay. So now T codes. See, T codes are nothing but web programs. See, if you want to do any work in SAP system, mm, you want to do any work in SAP system, it is with the T code only. Okay, it is with the T code only. So we are basis, right? For basis we have few T codes. For SD they have their own T codes. For ABAP they have their own. So like that, each and every module they have their own T codes. Okay, so our part is to learn our T codes. Okay, so we learn few T codes today. Then after we can close it. See, SM50, SM51, ST22, SM21, SM13, SM04, AL08, AL11, SM66. See, don't worry, don't think like how to remember. See, when you are executing the T codes, okay, when you are practicing on the system and when you are executing the T codes, these T codes will sit in your mind automatically. Okay, you no need to remember also. First time you may feel like, oh, these many T codes are, but it's very easy. See, SM50. What is SM50? It will show the
Yes, yes.
work process of particular instance. It will show the work process of particular instance. SM50. In a single SAP system has how many instances? It will show the number of instances. See, a single SAP system has 3 instances, right? So a single SAP system has how many instances? That it will show in SM51. Okay, ST22 is ABAP dumps. See, if any user is doing something wrong, he try to give some wrong input and he try to save, then it will give a dump because he is doing wrong thing, right? So it will give a dump. So that dumps are recorded in ST22. SM21 logs, system logs. So every user will do some activity, right? So that all logs will be recorded in SM21. Updates, failed updates. See, user is updating some table. Okay, he has given some wrong value and he tried to save. It will fail, right? So that failed updates will be shown in SM13. Okay, we will see in the system. SM04, number of users logged in to the particular instance. Okay, see, here I'm clearly writing number of users logged into a particular instance. Okay, if you execute SM04, see, when you logged into the SAP system, when you log into SAP system, you will be logged into any of this instance, right? If you execute SM04, so it will show how many users are there in this instance, particular instance. Okay, that is what I have written here. AL08, it's opposite. It will show all the users in system. Okay, system means all instances. Okay, you understood this too?
Yes.
Yes.
AL11 directories, SAP directories. Okay, it will show the SAP directories in this T code. We will see that. Okay, SM66. Okay, see here in SM50, it will show the work process of particular instance. Okay, in SM66, it will show all work process. of all instances. Okay, so now let's try to execute these T codes in the system. SM50. I logged in. Okay, I'll give you user ID also today only, one Linux machine, and this user ID you can log in. SM50. So when you execute SM50C, dialogues, update, background, spool, update to. That is what a critical update and normal update I said, right? So that only. See here, dialogues are 10, 9 are free. Total 10, 9 are free. Okay, 1 is occupied with my ID. Here I can see why my ID. Here you see the status of the work process, whether it's free or not. See, all are free. Only one is busy. So when you log in, yes, some of the dialog user will be assigned to you, and it will do your work. That work. See, if all are running, it will not allow. It will not allow to do work. Okay. See here you can see the status and number of dialogues and backgrounds. That all you can see. Next. Yeah. Here. Yeah. One more thing. Yes. You logged into SM50. Now I want to go into SM51 and I enter. See, it's not working. Okay, it's not working. See, this is standard. So it's not working. So whenever you went into some T code and you want to execute some other T code, you have to this one. You have to execute \n and SM50. Then only it will go into the T code. \n SM51. See, it went. So in SM51, we can see number of instances. Here, how many instances are there? Only one. In this SAP system, only one instance are there. If we have multiple instances, it will show here list. Here we have only one. Okay. So now again, I want to go to SM50. So it will not work. You have to execute \n SM50 to come out and execute new T code. Okay. Yeah. So okay, I am into SM50. I want to open another T code by having this screen as it is. Okay, I want to have this screen also and I want a new screen also. Then \o SM51. See here now two sessions are there. This is there and this is also there. I want to open one more. See, you have this option also. New GUI session. This also you can do, or \o st22. This also you can do. Okay, here I write \o to open new session. Right? So I want to come out from the SAP system. The T code is NEX. So I came out totally. To exit from system. Okay. Not this one. Yeah. Yeah. So we are discussing SM50 and 51 completed, right? Next ST22. See, In ST22, it will give the dumps. So today, no one has did anything. So there is no dump. Yesterday also no one did anything. So it's showing 0. If anybody is doing something wrong, it will create a dump here. Okay, it will show the number, how many dumps are there. Okay, so we will see going forward. Just today, just to remember the T codes, that's all. SM21, it will, whatever you do, it creates logs. Okay, so from which date to which date you want, from which time to which time you want, and just execute. Okay, it will give the log. So in this is a system, right? We don't have anything, so that's why it's not showing anything here. Okay, SM13 failed updates. So if any user is doing something wrong and this update got failed, that will be shown in the SM13 decode. See here, all cancelled. See what is client, that we will see later, is a separate topic. Just today, execute it directly. Okay, if anything is there, it will show. Here nothing is there, as this is a system. There is no failed updates. And SM04, number of users logged into this instance. Backslash n SM04. See, I am the only one there in the system. If you're also logged in, it will have an entry here with your ID. Next, AL08. It will show all users in the system, all instances. Here, how many instances we have? Only one. So in that one instance, I am the only one person logged in. So that's why here also it's showing only one ID. See, a system-wide list of user session. A11. So you have SAP directories. This again will come. It will come in a installation class. Okay, no need to worry. Just execute the T code. So here you see ESR SAP TST is my SID. Okay, so these all are SAP directories. Okay, just execute the T code. That's all. No need to worry. Going forward, we'll see. SM66. It will show all work process of all instances. See here we have only one. So that's why only one instances per processor it is showing. Okay, if you have one more instance, it will show here. So then the host name will change. See, my SAP system host name I can see here. This bottom is there now. TSAP HANA. This is the host name of my Linux server. So in that Linux server, I have installed this SAP. Okay, so now if you go to this diagram, this is one server. Okay, TSAP HANA. So this is one more server. Okay, it also has some unique name, TSAP HANA 123. So then in SM66 you see that host name. Here see all are TSAP HANA, right? Here you see TSAP HANA 123 underscore TST underscore instance number. What instance number you give, that instance number. You are clear till here? Any doubts anywhere?
No doubts.
No doubts. So yeah, so try to practice. Okay, today you will get that Linux machine. I already created your RDPs. So you will get a Linux machine today to practice the commands, yesterday's commands, and try to practice, try to execute these T codes in the SAP system. In the SAP also I'll create your ID. Just try to execute. Okay, so how to connect? How to connect your SAP system? See, you logged into RDP, right? This is how yesterday I have shown you how to log into RDP. I give you one. I have given the IP. You see in the chart, I have given the IP. Right? You are inside. Now, here
We are
you
unable
have,
to see the screen, Rajesh.
huh?
Unable to see the screen.
Unable to see. Okay, so let me share again.
Mm.
Able to see now?
Yeah, visible.
Okay. So yeah, you are into RDP. You have GUI. Okay, no need to install. It's already there. Okay, so just open it. So it will open like this. It will open like this. So here you have to create. Click on create and connection. Just click next. Here give something description. Okay, here you give the IP. I'll give the IP address. Instance number I'll give you, and SID I'll give you. Okay, just fill all this information and click on finish. So once you click on finish, it will create an entry like this. Okay, just double click. I will give your user ID and password in this 200 client. Okay, so initially it will ask to set a new password. Set a new password and login and try to practice. Understood?
Yes.
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 And next small thing we will discuss. We have 5 minutes time. Geo installation. Amma, any time you did this geo installation?
Jiva installation means SAP logon padding.
Ah, yeah, this one, SAP logon
No,
pad.
no, never, never.
Okay. See, so we want this software in our laptop. Okay. So see, the SAP softwares you will not get from the Google. They have their portal support.sap.com. Okay. So from that portal only you have to download all the softwares. Okay. So tomorrow I'll show you this, like how to download this GUI uh, file from the support portal. Today I just give you the document and I'll share you the file. Okay, GUI file. So try to install GUI in your laptop. Okay, so it's very
Yeah.
easy process. I made a documentation. Let me open that also once. All are silent. Its class is very boring, right?
Cool.
If there is no answer, I feel that only. See, GUI installation. See, uh, I share this file with you. You once you download, you will get this file. Okay, in zip format. So you have to extract that file. Okay, so it will create a new file. This is zip file. When you extract, it will create one more file like this. So you have to go inside that folder. Okay,
Mm.
see, these are all steps. Go inside. Next, click on GUI, Windows, select Windows 32, run as administrator. Here you have setup.all file. So run that file as administrator. You'll get the screen. Select the first option and click next. That's all. Okay, so no need to add this entry, just for example I added. Okay, adding
Okay.
entry to GI. See, this is also there here. This is like spoon feeding. Okay,
Hmm.
just take this document and try to install in your laptop. So tomorrow I want to see GUI in all your laptops. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
And, everything will be installed right after day by day. Database and all.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Database will come once application class are completed. So
Okay.
now we are discussing application layer.
Okay.
So once the topic inside the application layers are completed, then you do installation.
Okay.
Once this installation is completed, then you go into this installation.
Fine.
Okay, it's a process. Directly, if you go here, you'll
No.
not understand. There are many components. Before doing that installation, you should know that components. So that's why I have a process.
Okay.
So if you learn in that process, right, it will be easy. It will be like step by step.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's all for today. I'm stopping the recording.